Hi, YouTube world. Good evening or good morning, wherever part of the world you are, or good afternoon. In some places, it's now 6:08 here. So it's evening for my part of the world. Hello, hello, hello. Um, Hi, YouTube. So I want to be consistent. Consistent is a word. Um, to try to come more often and share and update what's going on with me. So, like the title said, today's 1 week. Today makes 1 week since I quit my job, and it's going. So, I think when you have time to reflect because you're not bombarded, like just going with the routine, like a robot almost. Um, So I have a lot of time to reflect, no regrets, and trusting God and believing God for however um, He will direct me in this part of my journey. I wrote uh, a book led by the Holy Spirit. That was in 2022, I believe. So I'm finally trying to get it published. So it's in the works. And so still in prayer about it and just not the book, of course, because that one is overdue. It needs to come out like today. So God willing is going to be out this year. So y'all look out for that. So if you're watching the replay, it's out. Go get it. Um, but I think this is time to kind of reflect, like entrepreneurship, which I've always have an interest in. Um, so really want to do my own thing. What I feel like I'm bought here to do, which my passion is just in counseling. So I'm in school now, trying to, aspire for that. So in the meantime, I do have my life coaching certification. And I'm trying to acquire more at the community college that I'm at right now. So that's the path that I'm on, is just rethinking and reimagining my life at this point because I'll be 45 this year. And it's not about age. Don't get me wrong, y'all. You could be at any age, any level in your life, and it's just you feeling like I gotta move because time it's not on anybody's side. So I just want to pursue my love, my purpose, my passion. Um, so in the meantime, while I'm trying to look for something else and I pray about it, like whatever the good Lord would do, as far as if He needs me to go acquire more experiences, then I'm open to that. But and then also praying like if the entrepreneurship, if the business aspect of it, because I've never done it before, but I know it's always been my desire to want to have my own business and having that aspiration for that. So just really being in prayer. But in the meantime, I've been doing my homework, trying to catch up on, like I said, trying to finish up the book. Um, the person who's publishing it, because I'm publishing it, is going to be a self-publish. So working through another woman of God, helping me to try to get that done. So trying to get that process done, and the author part is going to be check. And prayerfully, there's more to come. So, God willing, there will be more to come. But in the meantime, this stage of being unemployed and not knowing like when another job is going to come through. And like I said, I'm very open in my prayer, like, Lord, if the entrepreneurship, if I don't have to step in anybody's office and clock in, I'm with that. But if I need something else that I need to learn to put it in my bucket of all the other experiences that I need to help me to prosper as a business owner, I'm open to that too. But there's no fear. So this part of the journey is basically just trusting God. Trusting God. And just waiting for his direction, or just being prayerful and discerning, and having the right people matters too. So I think with entrepreneurship has always been like something that I've always desired. And God brought some women in my life that everybody is an author, which kind of, because even back in the day, I love writing. That's how it was therapeutic for me, dancing and journaling, or poetry. Like I just wrote whatever. And I stopped for a while. So the group of friends that I have now are just like everybody has written, everybody published their own books, and everybody is like aspiring or is already actively doing entrepreneurship. So that kind of like motivates you to, step up your game. No competition, no jealousy, no envy, because everybody's have the assignment. Everybody's on their lane. So what are you called to? The only competition I have is with me. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when you hear people jealous, and of course we all have done, been jealous of people, but when you know the word and you just know what God has called you, you elevate from that. You're just like, yeah, I know what my assignment is. You don't have to covet anybody and be like, why they have that. We all got to be, stand in our position. You know what I mean? So I just love those women. It's like having friends like that, it kind of, you got to come up. You have to come up. And you cheer everybody on when they're doing their thing, and they cheer you on. And I think that's what great friendship is all about, is that supportive network thing. And if somebody needs prayer, put it in, call the 911 line. You know what I mean? Somebody's always there to kind of answer it or be in prayer with you. So that's the type of elevation, and that's the type of friends that I think we all need in our lives. And if you don't have it, pray for one, because it's important. It's so necessary to just have people to give you support. It's priceless. So this journey of my life, like I said, it's new. It's new. So, but I have time to kind of like do what I need to do. My daughter's birthday is coming up this Friday. Have time and celebrate that, and not feeling exhausted, like, oh gosh, dreading, you know, Monday. And then when it's Sunday, you're dreading, like, oh Lord, Monday is coming up. So, like I said, it's just something that is a journey that I'm on, and God will let me know how to proceed from here. And that's all I can do. So, but it's 1 week and it feels amazing. It doesn't feel like 1 week, to be honest. It feels longer of just rest and knowing you're not mentally getting yourself ready, or just the thought of trying to emotionally and all of that get your mind right to be in a job. That anxiety I don't have. And that feels so amazing. So amazing. So I think this is the time to build our own, empire, our own legacy. I will follow our passion. You know what I mean? So time to build our own. And I know entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I get it. But for those of us who desire it and want it, or, just simply have desire for it, it's time to kind of, work towards that and pray towards that, and just have that faith, like the good Lord will make it work. So it's 1 week. So I'm here, and I'll keep everybody posted of my journey and what's going on. And so far, I'm loving it. And like the last video that I did of the day after I quit, when I did the video, just the blessing that God is doing and how he's setting things up. So even though I'm not having income come in, he's alleviating, the rent to be not so much. Literally, like half of it will be taken care of through my school, through the community college that I'm going to, and with your assistance. So it's been a blessing. And like I said, I don't know if I said it in the last video, but I literally left last Wednesday. The next day is when I got the news about the increase of the amount that I'll be getting towards my rent. And it's like, I didn't know what was going to happen when I quit. It just by faith, like, this is toxic, is mentally draining, emotionally, physically draining. And so I get it. I have to get out of this for my mental health. So, and then the next day, God said, I'll do you one better. I'll make things easy. So I'm just really grateful to God and just blessed, highly favored. God is so good. God is so good, y'all. Just when it says in the word, God is the truth, the life, he's a way. It's so true. It's so true. And we don't need, this extravagant type of thing. You just need faith, even if it's as small as a mustard seed, like it says. That's it. And I feel like God wouldn't want us to be in this situation where you are in an environment where it's eating away at your spirit. every day. I mean, I was there 6 months and a day. And I it felt like I was there longer than that. It felt longer than that. And before I even got there, if I don't know if I said it in my last video, that's literally all I wanted, how long I wanted to stay for was 6 months. That's all I put in my mind, like, yeah, this is how long I want to be here for, 6 months, and that's it. And it happened. So, so far so good. And sometimes we have to be aware. I mean, this is not what I planned. The plan was I wanted to find another job, then I'll leave, like my last other situation. And I coined it as like the rebound type of thing. And I really don't want to do that anymore. And I think I just got tired of waiting for something to happen before I leave again. And a lot of time that's what makes us desperate. Yeah, that's what makes us desperate. Because I think with the last situation that I was at, I was so desperate to get out that I was like, yeah, I let's go without even thinking about it. But like I stated earlier, I think everything does happen for a reason. Um, with me being at this position, I needed to hear what poverty sounds like. And we do have to, I got to do videos about that. Definitely got to do video about that. So there's what I come to realize having worked at social services, and like I said before, poverty is a mindset. And I struggle with that for so long. I say it in the past because God is working in me and I have to claim my blessing because life and death is in the power of the tongue. So I am the lender, not the borrower. So we have to speak life into our situation. But having worked in that type of environment, I smelled poverty. There's a sound to poverty, which I was able to have heard along with having worked in the building itself, to just hear the things that come out of people's mouth because they thinking this benefit is free. Mm-mm. It's taking more than what is giving, in my opinion. And I know some people have to be on it, the elderly, people with disability, people that, they cannot work. Other than that, I think anybody else, like, you gotta not be on it because it's taken away from you, not the other way around. If you can do for yourself, if you're not elderly where you've retired, or people with disability where physically they can't work or mentally they can't work. But social service, I was there for 5 years when I worked at the local office. And then where I just quit now was a call center. And I said, okay, I'm here to literally hear the sound of poverty. And I don't know if I said it in the last video, but I was telling my girlfriend, Tori, and I'm like, a lot of time people that I talk to, it sound like I just talked to them because they sound very similar. It's not until I'm looking at the name on the screen, I'm like, no, it's not the same person. This is a different person, obviously. But there's a sound to poverty. Poverty has a scent. I smelled it every day when I worked at the local office. So I definitely got to do a video about that for sure. Um, so I think with me having to work at a call center that we picked up, we got the calls from customers who are calling about their benefit, like the SNAP and the medical and the cash assistance. Poverty has a sound, there's a smell, a sound um, to poverty. And it's not, and if you're doing it because you lost your job or something, it has to be temporary. You need to do it for temporary, and it shouldn't be something that you will be on for a long duration of time, because it's taken away from you. It's taken away from you really digging deeper to find out what your purpose is, because you're thinking, oh, I don't need to do anything because, and I've seen people literally cut back on certain things because they don't want to lose their benefits. And it becomes this like a game situation. It's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So 1 week, and so far so good by the grace of God. And like I said, God would direct me and how to proceed with everything that I need to do. So right now I'm just having that mindset of, I gotta get the LLC. We gotta get registered this LLC. The book needs to be published. And yeah, so I have time to do that. But when you're working and you only got 2 days, which is Saturday and Sunday, 2 days is not enough. You know what I mean? So I think we have to devote more time to our passion instead of the other way around, going into somebody else's dream and helping them build their dream while you sitting here only giving your dream a few hours, couple of hours. Like, you should devote more time to your dream, your purpose, what God is calling you to do. So now I have time. Now I have time to do that. So so far so good. 1 week, and it's good. Things are getting done. Um like I said, the LLC, and I just got to get with the publisher to iron out some few things, and then hopefully maybe my next video I'll let you know the name of the book and where y'all can go get it. And don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I gotta get this camera together because it ain't doing much. So we gotta elevate into getting something else, because I mean, technically I'm not that fancy. This laptop that I had about maybe 11 years now. Yeah, so it's pretty old. Toshiba. It's been good to me though. Because I don't know if laptops last this long, but mine has lasted. But it's just the camera needs to be a little bit more clear, so we can get to cooking and having a clearer screen. You know what I mean? So it doesn't look like black and white, black and white back in the day type of film. But thank you all for tuning in, and hit the like button, subscribe, so I can come out and do more content and just get the, more subscription. And who knows, maybe I can turn this into an income. Y'all never know. Tell your friend and tell your friends' friends to tell their friends' friends. Follow, and let's get going. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. all the replay gang. Hit the like button, subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support, and leave a comment. I know I need a camera. I need to get something much better than this. And let's create a community of support, supporting each other. Be kind, be respectful, and thank you for tuning in. God bless you guys. Everybody be safe, and love you guys, and have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.